Spell piercing.
And when you have the chance to spend 4 mana safely.
Edge is an edge.
So the card that matters on your screen right now is that Jace on the left-hand side for Palavita Dama de Rosa. That's pretty much the only card in play that really matters right now, though arguably Mystifying Maze. Pala has near-perfect information. Randall will go for Gideon Jura.
Which will be pierced.
It will indeed. Spell rather than pull.
Okay. And here comes
Grave Titan. +2. Randall quickly untaps. Would be hoping for something like Day of Judgment. Has a land. So he has the mana for a Day of Judgment. Does he have a Day of Judgment? No, he's going to go for Jace TMS, which gets rid of Jace Beleren. But that doesn't alter the fact that there's 10 power guys on the other side of the table. So the life totals are going to change here pretty swiftly.
And Paulo's now able to just play another Jace if he wants to.
Yeah, we are going to be heading for Game 5, I think, fairly shortly.
Sees that the coast is clear on the Inquisition.
Preordain, from Randall. Knows that we're kind of going through the motions and getting ready for Game 5.
Leaves them both on top.
See Christopher O'Brien out in the arena, one of the Magic Online Championship players from the United States. I know you had a chat with him over the weekend. Did he enjoy his World's experience in Japan?
He seemed to enjoy it quite a bit. He seemed to really enjoy Japan, especially. Like the opportunity to come and travel here. He's going to go see some family in Hong Kong.
Fantastic. We are at 2-2. Palavita Dama de Rosa keeps his Player of the Year hopes alive. Brad Nelson loses a little more weight. Scary times. And Paolo goes into sideboard mode. Let's see if we can get a look at the sideboards for these two players, Palavita Dama de Rosa and John Randall. Of course, 15 cards. That's what you come in with. Those are your options. As long as you have no more, no less than that, it's 15 or 0. So let's take a look at what we've got. Here is Palavita Dama de Rosa's sideboard. The Nighthawks, couple of skin renders, Mindbreak Trap we saw in that last game, a Ratchet Bomb, double disfigure, Jace Beleren, which has just gone on 1 that game, Jace Beleren, Deprived Duress, the 1 Spell Pierce, Stoic Rebuttal, and Flash Freeze. What does it look like here, BDM, to you?
I think we've already seen Mindbreak Trap, Ratchet Bomb, Jace Beleren, Deprived Duress, Spell Pierce, and Stoic Rebuttal. He may have brought all of those in. Probably taking out... we haven't seen... I don't know if we've seen the Disfigures that were in his main deck. He may have taken out... I don't think he's taken out the Spreading Sea. He's probably taken out the Consume the Meek. And then maybe tweaked his numbers here or there.
Sure. Now, on the other side of the table, on the blue-white side of the board, we have Jonathan Randall. So we'll see if we can get a look at his sideboard for the Englishman. 38 lifetime pro points. There we are. Back on the top there, shuffling away. Top 8 at Grand Prix Birmingham 2008, his local Grand Prix there. And, of course, national champion that year, so carried the flag.
I find it interesting. I mean, he's really only been playing since 2008.
That's right, indeed. He's pretty new to the game. Here is Jonathan Randall's sideboard.
We know he's brought in the Venture, the Mindbreak Trap, and the Leonin Arbiters. He probably brought in the Negates as well.
Yeah, they seem
for the additional counters.
Pretty good, don't they?
Taking out the Ousts, and, I'm not sure what else. I mean, possibly maybe taking down his Baneslayer Angels. I'm not sure. And just hoping to win on the Gideons, and could have like shaved off an Elspeth here, tweaked his numbers, but we definitely know he's brought in that Venture and that Mindbreak Trap and the Arbiters, some number of them.
Okay, so we already know that Rookie of the Year will go to the semi-finals at least, because Lovi Jansa from Sweden is through. He will face Guillaume Wafatapa in the bottom half of the bracket.
All he has to do all he has to do
Jansa.
is is to beat Wafotapa in order to win the Rookie of the Year. That's it. That's all that stands in the way.
Oh, thank goodness. I thought it was going to be hard. And then we also know that Player of the Year will go to the semi-finals at least because Guillaume Matignon is there and he needs to win Worlds. But can Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa keep his dreams of Player of the Year alive in a one-game shootout against Great Britain's Jonathan Randall?
Keep in mind, Matignon cannot win Player of the Year.
No, but he can force it to go a little bit longer.
Yes, he can prolong the race.
Turns out 11 months not quite enough. There's Randall. A very genuine person. He was so excited. I talked to him before he won Nationals, sort of with 4 or 5 rounds to go. And I said, you know, you're pretty new to the scene. British Nationals is always a kind of gathering of the great and the good from the dim and dusty days as well as new players. I said, well, you know, what would it mean to carry the flag at what turned out to be Memphis? And he said, you know, I would be so humbled by that and would be just so proud at the same time. It would just be a crowning moment, and to find him in the top 8 here he was just over the moon.
How many players from England have a Pro Tour top 8?
We have John Ormerod from right back in Mainz, 1997. We have Craig Jones, of course, the professor, 2006, Honolulu. And that runners-up was tied for the best ever by a British player. Warren Marsh was the runner-up in Pro Tour Rebels.
So it looks like Randall is contemplating a one-land hand here.
So he's got Glacial Fortress,
Preordain,
Negate.
Spreading Seas, Lean and Arbiter.
He's going to keep it.
And he is going to keep it.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Big moment.
Nelson's not the only one fretting now, Rich
Big
Hagon.
moment right now. He found a land. Says here's laying in Arbiter. That was scary. Jonathan Randall, you gambler.
Yep.
A control match, you keep a one-lander on the play. Maybe that's what you need to beat a Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa. I would like to preordain that you do not win Player of the Year.
5 cards? 5.
Yeah, 5 cards. If you want, you can mana leak it. I'll be quite happy to see that.
And he is.
Yep. Paolo says I have the answer, so I might as well use it.
And happily sees that he does not play a third land.
So the Stoic Rebuttal, Seagate Oracle, Grave Titan, Duress, Preordain for Paolo. There's Seagate Oracle.
Plays a stop sign.
Randall could do with a land there. He has. It's Tectonic Edge. Plus, of course, he's got Spreading Seas. Did he not? Did he not draw Tectonic Edge there?
I thought he did.
What am I missing? Preordain resolves for Paolo. Does John Randall have Tectonic Edge in hand? He does not, but here is a land. It's Celestial Colonnade.
Definitely saw one on screen. All right.
Perhaps that was from the 5th quarterfinal.
There's an Inquisition of Kozilek.
Yeah, no one expects the Brazilian Inquisition. Mana Leak, Spreading Seas, Negate, Jace, Elspeth, TRL. Again, Paolo jotting it down. Randall doing the same, going, let's make sure I know what he knows that I know. Swedish flag you can see in the background, the blue and yellow.
Looks like the Tectonic Edge was in Paolo. Paolo's hand.
Okay. That's potentially tedious for Randall. Somewhere down the line. Mana Leak goes away. Paolo lays a land, passes the turn.
And is in a position to Grave Titan next turn.
Yes. Which would be a problem for Randall, who again looks like he has not drawn land. Oh boy.
That's 4.
How many cards? I'd like it to be 4. No, it's actually 5.
He did draw. He's got a Misty Rainforest.
Okay. That's 0 for 2 on the land descriptions this game. So, double negate, Jace, Elspeth.
Basically,
Spreading
he's
Seas.
hoping no Grave Titan here.
That's a Grave Titan.
Pays the 2 mana for his Arbiter so he can use his fetch land.
Nice. Okay, Jonathan Randall. Pretty soon, I believe you have 2 Day of Judgment in your deck, roundabout now. Your Brazilian opponent cannot counter
Where's
such a
your
thing.
journalistic objectivity?
I'm just chatting to the player on the screen, just as I would to any Venezuelan or Hungarian. I don't know whether you heard that sigh from Randall.
That wasn't Rich sighing.
No, that was Randall sighing.
Gonna attempt Baby Jace here. I'll draw.
Paolo says, sure. Paolo won the race to 6 and has 11 damage on the table right now. Spreading Seas from Randall.
Creeping Carpet or Tectonic Edge.
Potentially that previous turn he could have cast Spreading Seas to draw a card and then draw into a Mana Leak for a potential Grave Titan,
but he couldn't sacrifice his Misty Rainforest.
Oh, what a joy to have Lane and Arbiter in play.
It's like, please attack my Jace.
Yeah. Look, I've got a Planeswalker. It's really good. Don't think that's what we're going to see. I think we are about to see an unbelievable semi-final between potential Player of the Year Paolo Vida Damarosa if he wins it.
And potential Player of the Year, Guillaume Matignon.
If he wins it, and then the final. With just the small matter of Guillaume Mafatapa and a potential Rookie of the Year, Lovi Ansa.
So
Did we mention that we also have the Magic Online World Championship final at lunchtime and the Team World Championship, all of which is still to come today?
A lot of hardware to be given out.
$18 each and 2 games each, but I don't think that 18 is going to stay there for very long. Looks like Paolo's going to go for Duress, and Randall quickly reveals his hand. The Elspeth's still there, double negate. He's got Venser now, Venser the Sojourner, and land. Away goes Elspeth. No 3/1/1 soldiers for you. Buying new turns. Turn some men sideways. Many men sideways. Smash.
Tokens at Jace. Yeah,
Tokens at Jace. So Randall can put the Arbiter in the way of one of them and let Jace go to 1. That'll give him a chance to get 1 extra. No, he's got in the way of the Titan. Jace has gone. And Randall needs Day of Judgment. He needs it very, very, very badly.
I think he's about to extend the hand.
Celestial Colonnade. Passes. He has one more turn. I believe the math gives him one more turn. Paolo just raises his eyebrows slightly. What are we tabbing for here? Okay, it's going to be Creeping Tar Pit. Activate.
14.
Pile in. And does Randall have an answer? Well, of course, he's going to Tectonic Edge away.
15.
But 15 damage. Jonathan Randall to 2. And now, with the Tectonic Edge, that is not a Day of Judgment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Venser, yes, sure. There's the hand. And Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa, by 3 games to 2, defeats a worthy opponent in Jonathan Randall of Great Britain.
Do you remember when Paolo used to lose in these quarterfinals?
That's so long.
I remember when Paolo used to watch these quarterfinals from Brazil because he was so young and he couldn't afford the airfare.
And I had like more counters.
Unreal. There you see the two players. A terrific run for the Englishman on the right of your screen, Jonathan Randall. Many congratulations to the former champion. Another Great British top 8. Fabulous performance by him. But we will see Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa again after lunch. So he is back for the semi-finals. Oh, BDM, it just keeps getting better.
Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, both on the line. Level 8 on the line for Guillaume Wafatapa. Oh, yeah, the little matter of the World Championship title. The Team Championship on the line.
Magic Online coming right up. Unreal. Let's go through the bracket. This is how it worked. Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa against Jonathan Randall. We have just seen Paolo Vita edge it out. And I'm pleased for John that it wasn't a 3-0 sweep.
Absolutely.
He was ahead. He battled hard. Played well. Great. Come back bigger and stronger in 2011. Paolo, on he goes.
In the other end of that bracket, Eric Froelich was supposed to be a favorite over Guillaume Matignon. He was my pick to win this event. But he went down 3 games to 1 rather quickly to Guillaume.
Yeah, I would assume that there is some element of bad luck in that. Not entirely, obviously, but,
Sure.
you know, one feels... Of all the decks here, explosive, apart from Lova Jansa, is not a word we're going to be using that much about the decks here. But you would have thought that was the possibility for Eric, and it seems like that just never happened. We saw a couple of games in that one, and you know, it wasn't exciting. It wasn't a great showcase for what is a very good deck.
Right.
That's the top half. That means Paolo Vita Dama de Rosa will play Guillaume Matignon. The bottom half, Guillaume Wafatapa took on Lucas Jaklowski. This was the straight-up blue-black mirror. And we kind of felt on play edge, you would give it to Guillaume Wafatapa. Whether it was play edge or just card quality in the end,
Sure.
That is certainly how it resolved.
Superior Memora siding.
Yeah, memory side, your memory side. I can see Guillaume Matignon out in front of us. Looking forward. He's making assorted symbols involving slit throats. I'm not quite sure what that's about. But maybe it's him, because I spoke to him at the very start of the weekend, and I said, so here we go, big weekend for you, player of the year, France win the national championship, you're the world champion. He's like, I feel really ill. I'm not winning
Do you
anything.
remember what he said he needed to do
Yeah,
to win this?
I do. There were 3 things. There were... France has to do really well in the teams. They did pretty well. I have to win the world title. Yeah, he's still on course. And 3,
He needs to win the Brad Nelson falling in a hole championship.
there were not many holes here in Japan. The roads are pretty good. But
Yeah.
it turned out Brad Nelson fell down a hole.
Yeah, he did.
So that is why Matignon is still in. And we have Guillaume Wafatapa over Lucas Jaklowski. And then... Didn't see much of it, but Lova Jansa of Sweden, 3-2 over Chris Wolf. And I do again want to say what a terrific effort by Chris Wolf and all the Austrian team as a whole. I don't know what it is about Austria. You think of Helmut Sommersberg, a multiple Grand Prix winner and Pro top 8 man. Outside him, you don't instinctively think of Austria through the year as having a ton of good players. And then Worlds comes around, And all of a sudden, you've got 2007, they're in the World Championship team final. 2009, David Reitbauer in the World final, the Austrian team in the top 4, missing out in the semis. Here, Austria played in the last round. They could have been in the top 4. Here's Chris Wolf into the top 8. Gavrilovic played in the penultimate round, got defeated by Randall.
Sure.
Let's
not overlook Sweden though.
No.
We've been seeing the sushi that strikes back near the top tables for all year long. It started with Bertil Elfgren wearing the hat going into the last round of San Diego. We've seen him at the top tables throughout the year. We've seen it near the top tables throughout this event, and Sweden has put together some very impressive finishes. We've got 2 top 6 teams from Bertil, and now Lovi Johnson is in a position to shock the world here, win the Rookie of the Year title, and possibly have just the right deck for what the remaining control decks in the semifinals.
So the matchup will go Palavita Domodoroso Brazil, blue-black, against Guillaume Matignon playing
Blue-black.
Guillaume Wafatapa playing
Blue-black.
against Lovi Jansa playing
Giant Cthulian Monsters.
Yes! It's pretty exciting. Are you hungry for more? Well, we're hungry for lunch. So whatever time it is with you around the world, it's time